If you don't kill your laziness today, it will bury your dreams tomorrow. You're not tired. You're undisciplined. Wake the hell up. You weren't born lazy. You were taught to settle, conditioned to be soft. And now, you're drowning in comfort, wondering why your life hasn't changed. It's because laziness is a slow death, one excuse at a time. In this video, I'm gonna give you 6 brutal truths to destroy laziness before it destroys you. You say you're tired? No, you're not tired. You're uninspired. You're not burnt out, you're bored. You're not exhausted, you're avoiding responsibility. You sit there scrolling endlessly, binging content, distracting yourself with meaningless crap, and then have the audacity to complain that life isn't moving, that you're stuck. You're not stuck. You're stationary by choice. Every day you tell yourself little comforting lies. I'll start tomorrow. I need to rest first. I'm just not feeling it today. These lies are killing you slowly. They're numbing your fire, poisoning your hunger, suffocating your ambition. And here's the cold truth. Nobody's buying your excuses. Not life, not the marketplace, and definitely not success. You either do the work or you get left behind, period. You're not out of energy, you're out of purpose. When you don't know why you're waking up, of course you'll keep hitting snooze. When your goals are vague, of course you'll drift through the day. You don't need another nap, you need a mission. You don't need more sleep, you need clarity. Purpose ignites energy. Vision creates fuel. But when you lie to yourself, when you say you're doing okay, when deep down you know you're wasting time, you turn that internal fire into smoke. People with vision don't wait to be motivated. They're driven by something greater. They wake up with the enemy in sight, complacency, laziness, fear, and they attack it daily because they know the cost of comfort is too damn high. Laziness is your first enemy. It's not always obvious. It doesn't scream. It whispers, just 5 more minutes. You've worked hard enough today. Take it easy. You deserve it. And every time you believe that voice, you lose a piece of your edge. And when your edge is gone, you're no threat. You're average. You're soft. Every time you lie to yourself and say it's fine when it's not, you're putting one more nail in the coffin of your potential. That dream you keep talking about, you're killing it slowly. That goal you claim to chase, you're running from it every time you choose ease over effort. That version of yourself you want to become, he's waiting on the other side of your laziness. And you won't meet him until you get honest. So stop lying to yourself, to your future, to your legacy. Because the truth is this, you don't need more time. You don't need a break. You don't need permission. You need to get out of your own damn way, bury your excuses, bury your distractions, bury the old version of yourself that keeps settling, and then go to war for your greatness, for your potential, for your fucking life. Because the clock doesn't stop, the world doesn't wait, and neither should you. You're not lazy because you're incapable. That's a lie you keep telling yourself to sleep better at night. You're lazy because deep down you're scared, terrified, not of hard work, but of what happens if you give it everything and still come up short. You're afraid to chase greatness because you know it demands pain, rejection, humiliation, and sacrifice. So instead of standing in the arena, you stay in your little bubble of comfort, pretending you're not ready, or that you're figuring things out. That's not strategy. That's fear dressed as laziness. Fear is clever. It doesn't come screaming in your face, it whispers. It tells you to scroll a little longer, to sleep in just 1 more hour, to start tomorrow. It convinces you that you need more time, more clarity, more information. Bullshit. What you need is guts. What you need is to stop waiting for perfection and start swinging, even if your hands are shaking. Because here's the truth. The people you admire, the legends, the warriors, the winners, they feel fear too, but they move anyway. They act in the face of it. That's what courage is. It's not about being fearless. It's about being scared and refusing to be ruled by it. You've mistaken hesitation for thoughtfulness. You've confused procrastination with planning. But deep inside, you know it's fear. You're scared of what your family might say. Scared of looking stupid. Scared of investing time and failing. Scared of starting something and not finishing it. So instead of risking it, you freeze. You scroll through other people's wins while convincing yourself that you're waiting for the right time. Let me break it to you. That time will never come. The conditions will never be perfect. And every second you waste feeding your fear, your dreams are dying of starvation. Now you think laziness is the problem? It's not, it's the symptom. The disease is fear. That's what's eating you alive from the inside. That's what's holding you back. And unless you face it head on, it'll turn your whole life into a graveyard of coulda beans. You'll reach your final days haunted by the ghosts of goals you never chased because you were too scared to fail. You have two choices. Let fear keep driving your life into the ground, or face it like a warrior and take control. No one's gonna do it for you. No motivational video, no life coach, no external savior. This battle is yours alone, and it starts with admitting the truth. You're scared. Good. Use it, channel it. Let it light a fire under your ass. Because if you don't confront that fear and kill the laziness it creates, you'll never taste the life you were meant to live. And that's not just a shame, it's a tragedy. Forget motivation, it's a drug, and you're an addict. Every time you wait for that magical feeling to hit you, some spark, some YouTube video, some motivational quote, you're telling the world that your success depends on your emotions. That's weakness. The world doesn't care how you feel. The market doesn't reward mood swings. It rewards results. And results come from one thing: discipline. It's the steel spine of every empire. You think Dan Peña built his fortune by waiting to feel ready? Hell no. He got up, showed up, and ripped through the day even when everything in him screamed for rest. That's what it takes. It's what builds monsters. Discipline is what you do when the lights are off, when no one's clapping, when it's just you, the grind, and the silence. It's dragging yourself out of bed when it's cold, dark, and no one's watching. It's doing that extra rep, that final email, that painful phone call when your body says no and your mind says quit. Motivation might get you started, but it's discipline that finishes the race. Discipline says, I don't care how I feel, I do what needs to be done. Winners operate on systems, not feelings. They don't wait, they act. You want to be a lion, then stop chasing butterflies and start building your cage. The structure that forces you to operate at a high level whether you like it or not. Wake-up times, daily rituals, non-negotiables. That's how real killers live. They live by rules they set for themselves, and they enforce them with ruthless consistency. Discipline is the great equalizer. You don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to come from money. You don't even have to be the most talented. But if you're the most disciplined, you will win. Eventually, all the talented, motivated, gifted people will burn out. They'll lose momentum, but not you. Because your success isn't built on hype. It's built on habits. It's built on grit, grind, and a promise to yourself that you will never stop until the job is done. Here's the brutal truth. You either control your mind or your mind controls you. And discipline is the chain that keeps your mind in check. You don't negotiate with weakness. You crush it. You don't talk to the voice that says, skip today. You drown it out with action. Because the voice of discipline is quiet but powerful. It's not flashy, it's not sexy, but it's the reason people remember your name when you're gone. So, kill your reliance on motivation. Stop chasing a feeling and start becoming the kind of person who executes no matter what. Discipline is hard, but so is being broke, so is being average, so is living with regret. Pick your hard and never look back. Comfort is killing your drive, slowly, quietly, and you don't even see it happening. You think you're safe because your bills are paid, your fridge is full, and your Netflix account is still running. But the truth is, every second you spend in comfort is another second you're not growing, you're not improving, you're not pushing, you're not becoming the savage you were born to be. Comfort numbs the hunger. It softens the edge, and before you know it, you're stuck in a cycle of average, living a life that looks okay on the outside, but is rotting with regret on the inside. You weren't built for easy. You weren't built to coast through life. You were built to fight, to climb, to sweat, to bleed, to conquer. But you've been lulled into this modern day trap where convenience is king. Everything's easy now. Food delivered to your door, distractions on demand, dopamine at the tap of a screen, so your brain gets lazy, your body gets soft, your ambition dies. And you wonder why you feel empty? It's because you've traded your hunger for comfort. You've sold your fire for a pillow and a warm blanket. Look around. How many people do you know who are actually chasing something that scares them? How many people are obsessed with breaking their limits? Not many. Most people are busy trying to make life more comfortable. And that's exactly why they stay broke. That's why they stay average. That's why they die full of dreams but empty on results. You want to be exceptional? Then you have to go where comfort doesn't exist. You have to wake up when your body screams no. You have to train when you're tired. You have to work when others are resting. You have to do the uncomfortable, the painful, the inconvenient, daily. Because greatness doesn't come to the man who waits until it feels right. It comes to the one who does it regardless. Every time you choose comfort over effort, you're killing a piece of your potential. You're telling your goals they don't matter. You're letting weakness win. And let me tell you something. Weakness doesn't just lose you the game, it costs you the life you could have had. So stop worshiping comfort like it's some kind of reward. It's a trap. It's the enemy dressed up as peace. It lures you in, makes you passive, then robs you of your fire. Get angry at your comfort. Declare war on it. Tear it apart piece by piece. Wake up earlier, take cold showers. Say no to the easy path. Be uncomfortable on purpose, because that's where the growth is. That's where the real work begins. That's where you become unbreakable. Comfort is killing your drive, but only if you let it. Fight back, get uncomfortable, and take what's yours. Winners don't leave their day to chance. They don't wake up and see how they feel. They don't ease into the day sipping coffee and scrolling their phones. No, they dominate their time. Every second is accounted for. Every move has intention. Every habit is engineered to build something bigger than themselves. That's what separates the successful from the spectators. You need a routine so sharp, it cuts through laziness like a blade. A routine that doesn't ask how you feel, it commands what you do. You need a routine that punches you in the face every morning and demands your attention, your energy, your discipline. Wake up early, not because it's trendy, but because you take control of the battlefield before the world wakes up. That morning silence is where champions are made. You move your body, not for aesthetics, but for domination. You train your mind, your discipline, your tolerance to pain. You condition yourself to endure what others can't. That's where mental toughness is forged. You set your goals before breakfast. You don't hope for clarity, you create it. You define the day so the day doesn't define you. No guessing, no drifting, just relentless direction. Every part of your routine should be aggressive. If your routine doesn't scare your laziness, it's not ruthless enough. Most people spend their lives reacting. Emails, calls, messages, distractions, that's loser behavior. You are either reacting or you're attacking. You build a routine that makes the first move. You hit the day before the day hits you. You create momentum, stack wins, and crush comfort. That's how you gain control, not just of your day, but your future. And don't make the mistake of thinking this is about perfection. It's not. It's about consistency. Show up every day, execute your routine, even when it's boring, even when it's hard, even when no one's watching. That's when your character is formed. That's when you separate from the crowd, because 99% of people quit when it gets uncomfortable. But winners, they live there, they thrive there. Look around. Mediocrity is everywhere. You can find it in soft routines, lazy mornings, endless procrastination, and weak standards. But you won't find greatness there, because success lives in structure. It grows in discipline. It multiplies through repetition. And that only happens when you build a routine that serves your mission, not your moods. So ask yourself, is your routine building your empire, or is it just helping you survive? If it's not moving you forward, it's pulling you backward. There's no in between. Choose the routine that sets you on fire, the one that forces you to evolve, the one that turns you into the savage this world fears and respects, because success is found in your daily routine, and mediocrity is found there too. The difference is what you allow, so choose wisely and build ruthlessly. Execute like your life depends on it, because it damn well does. Every minute you waste lying in bed, scrolling through your phone, or sitting around thinking about it is a nail in the coffin of your potential. You don't get a refund on time. Once it's gone, it's gone. Every lazy hour is a death sentence to your future. That's not drama, that's fact. While you're hesitating, someone out there with half your talent and twice your hunger is putting in the rep. And guess what? They're gonna win. They're gonna build the empire you dreamed of because they executed. And you didn't. You've got all these dreams, all these plans, but none of it means anything unless you back it with action. Ruthless, relentless, unapologetic action. Nobody cares what you could be. They only respect what you deliver. You can have the greatest ideas in the world, but if you're not executing, you're just another dreamer choking on excuses. Want to be a lion? Then act like one. Stop whining. Stop hesitating. Stop waiting for some magical right time that never comes. The right time is now, and every second you delay is another second closer to a life of regret. Here's the brutal truth. No one is coming to save you. Not your friends, not your parents, not your mentor, not some motivational video. It's all on you. If you don't move, nothing moves. The empire you keep talking about, it's on the other side of your laziness. The version of you that wins, he's already out there. But he doesn't show up through wishing. He shows up through execution, through showing up when it's hard, through doing the work even when no one's watching, through pushing when your mind is begging you to quit. So you've got a choice. Keep doing what you're doing, sleepwalking through life, or burn your comfort zone to the ground and execute like your legacy depends on it, like your family depends on it, like your soul depends on it, because it does. You've been given one shot at this life, one chance to build something that outlives you. Don't you dare waste it being average. Don't you dare let laziness win. You either conquer your day or it conquers you. So get up, get obsessed, get dangerous, ruthlessly eliminate every excuse, build discipline like a machine, take massive action with zero hesitation. Kill the doubt, kill the fear, kill the laziness, and execute like a savage on a mission, because your empire is waiting, but only if you show up. You want success? Then kill your laziness before it kills you. No more excuses, no more weakness, just execution, domination, and a life that leaves a legacy.